Guess what's the longest shot you've ever seen someone make? A few hundred yards? Maybe 1,000. Well, get ready to have your mind blown. Today, we're diving into the story of an incredible shot that defied all expectations. A shot that turned a supposedly useless rifle into a legend. This story revolves around a precision rifle instructor, a seasoned expert who thought he knew it all in his class, was a shooter, let's call her Sarah, who brought a rifle he immediately dismissed. It was a custom-built rifle, a .375 Chatak, not the standard military-grade hardware he was used to. He looked at it and pretty much told her it was all flash and no substance, basically a glorified paperweight for long-range shooting. He doubted its consistency, its ballistics, everything, bizarre, wasn't discouraged. She knew her rifle. She'd spent countless hours with it, understanding its every quirk, its every strength. Throughout the training, she was quiet, diligent, and consistently hitting her marks, but the instructor remained skeptical. He saw her performance at standard distances, but figured the rifle would fall apart when things got serious. The final day of the course was the ultimate test, the extreme long-run challenge. The targets were set up at staggering distances, pushing the limits of both shooter and equipment. The final target was a steel plate, barely visible to the naked eye, sitting at a mind-boggling 3,259 yards. That's nearly 2 miles away. See, the other shooters, with their instructor-approved rifles, took their shots. The wind was tricky, the distance immense. One by one, they missed. The bullets fell short, or were pushed wide by the crosswind. It seemed impossible. The instructor started talking about the limits of ballistics, how some shots are just beyond reach. Then, it was Sarah's turn. The whole class watched, a mix of curiosity and doubt in the air. The instructor stood behind her, arms crossed, probably expecting to say, "I told you so." Sarah remained calm. She took her time, reading the wind, checking her data, adjusting her scope with meticulous precision. She wasn't just guessing. This was a calculated science. Every variable wind speed, air density, temperature, even the rotation of the Earth was factored into her solution. She settled behind the rifle, her breathing steady and controlled. The world seemed to shrink down to just her, the crosshairs, and that tiny speck of steel in the distance. She gently squeezed the trigger. The rifle boomed, a powerful roar that echoed across the range. For what felt like an eternity, the bullet traveled. We're talking over 7 seconds of flight time. The entire range was silent, everyone holding their breath, their eyes glued to their spotting scopes. And then, a faint but unmistakable sound traveled back across the distance. Ping! A perfect hit. Hit center. Duh. The silence was shattered by a collective gasp, followed by cheers. The impossible had just happened. The useless rifle had done what the superior ones couldn't. The instructor was speechless. He walked over, looked through his own spotting scope, and just shook his head in disbelief. He had to eat his words, yet. He had just witnessed one of the most incredible feats of marksmanship he'd ever seen, performed with the very rifle he had written off. This story isn't just about a fantastic shot. It's a powerful reminder that it's not always about having the most expensive or the most conventional gear. It's about skill, dedication, and knowing your equipment inside and out. Sarah's success came from thousands of hours of practice and a deep understanding of ballistics that went beyond textbook knowledge. She didn't just pull the trigger. She solved a complex physics problem in real time. It's a lesson for all of us, in any field. Don't be too quick to judge something or someone just because they're different. True mastery often comes from unexpected places. That day, a legend was born, and an instructor learned a valuable lesson in humility. What do you think of this incredible shot? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this story, Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing tailies from the world of precision shooting. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.